So right here we have our high. And this is the high that we want to see a break above. And so far we've broken above it, but the candle hasn't closed. So we need to just be patient. Your job is to wait. You have 1 hour, you have 50 minutes to wait for this candle to close. After this candle closes, you now start looking for points of interest from here, from this blue line to this low, where price will come back to retest. Now, don't disregard anything. Any key level can be the key level. Price can literally decide to come down into this fair value gap. There's no one stopping it. There's a new president. There's going to need to be a flush out of liquidity. All the people that were buying before the inauguration. There was inauguration rally. There still needs to be an inauguration flush out, run on liquidity. So don't disregard any area. So the reason I'm marking this area, it doesn't mean price will definitely come down here, but I'm just trying to make you aware that even if you are seeing this fair value gap here and it looks so deep, don't disregard it. Price can still decide to come down in there, mitigate it, and rally. You now start looking for points of interest where price is going to come back in. Whether it's going to be a last down close candle or it's going to be a fair value gap, you now start looking for that area. Once you see an area of interest, mark that area of interest and wait for your time frame break of structure. Don't just set a limit order, because if you just set a limit order, anything can happen by next week and this market will literally slump and then wipe your stop loss and then continue and rally. So there's no need to be in a rush. Just one in the next 48 minutes, this candle closes. So everything you're seeing right here is a manipulation to wipe out every single person that was in a buy and over leverage position. After they've been wiped out, the next thing I want to see is a continuation to the upside to create a new all-time high. Because right here, we've still created a much larger. What is this restaurant right here?
Low resistance.
Exactly, low
resistance.
resistance. We have a monthly fair value gap resting right here. Look at the monthly fair value gap. After mitigating this monthly fair value gap, what time frame would we like to see the market break?
4 hours.
4 hours.
Exactly. We want to see a 4 hour break of structure. And right here is our 4 hour high and our 4 hour low. And right here is a break of structure on the 4 hour time frame. After a break of structure, what do we want to see?
A retest.
Exactly, a retest. I think my son might want to be coming in here, but my wife is not letting him, so he's angry. So it's fine, baby. If he wants to come in, you can let him. So, so right here, we can see a significant break of structure. After a break of structure, we want to see a retest. What we now do is we look for areas of interest that price will retest. And the only area of interest that I can see significantly is this is the major move to the downside before breaking this structure. This right here is our major move.
Yes.
If you can't see it, I'll show you how you can see it. Even though this price action is quite tricky, but if you make it the line chart, if you use the line chart, can you see how the
Yeah.
line chart literally showed you the last move to the downside before breaking that structure? That is why that area.
Okay. Yeah.
So that way you can easily. So this is one easy way to spot the last down close candle on the higher time frame if you can't see it clearly. Just make it the line chart. Now you can see that this right here is the last down close candle, but look, there's fair value gap.
Yeah.
So instead of me
Yes.
looking to buy from here, I would prefer to wait below here. The moment price comes below here, I will actively be looking for buy opportunities.
Mm.
So wouldn't you want to see a break
Yes, I'll wait
on
to
lower
see a
time
break.
frame?
I'll wait to see a
Okay.
break. Now, you can wait to
Okay.
see, this is daily, you can wait to see a 30 minutes break, or you can scale down to 4 hour to see if there's a fair value gap there. Is there a fair value gap here?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. That means you can wait in here and wait for a 15 minutes break of structure in here. Once price is
Okay.
down
Yeah.
here, wait for 15 minutes. If you see a 15 minutes break of structure, you look for a buy to continue higher. And what is the restaurant
So
right here?
low resistance.
Exactly, low resistance. You want to ask a question, Ghost time?
Yeah. So this pay you talked about this NAS 100. You said that is a high. The pay is always. I forgot now you put that, but it has
Volatile.
high volatility. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
So is it that we must see that break and retest before we buy from maybe last down close candle or a fair value gap?
So
Or
you
will
need,
will price do something like it break the structure and just start going up?
it can, it can do that if it wants to, because this market is massively bullish, and there's so many billions of dollars that are waiting on the sidelines to get in. They are literally stacked up and ready. We retail traders, we get driven by FOMO, fear, greed, but the institutions are not driven that way. They already have professionals that they pay to literally just press the button. Just press the button. That's all you're paid to do. Once it's here, press the button. The button is buy. That's all you need to do. That's all. So for this one, once you see a 15 minutes break, just look for either the high that got broken or look for a fair value gap. I'd recommend you just use a fair value gap.
Perfect.
So all you do now is once you see price come down below here, you now start looking for something like this. This is all you want to see. You want to see a break of structure and then a retest. Any fair value gap you see, even if it's at the high side or low side, just use the first one. Now, the reason is
Yeah.
because this, to answer the question you asked, God's time, this pair can be
Yes.
very volatile. Now, you can say you want to wait for price to come down lower, and it will literally just tap the first one here and just continue higher because it's so eager to go to the upside, despite the fact you're seeing this move to the downside here. You can see how, can you see how we mitigated a monthly fair value gap here and we broke a 4 hour high? This 4 hour high is really very, very high, but we rallied exponentially to break that high. That is to
Okay.
show you the bullish momentum. A lot of buy positions were placed right down here. So once we come down here, we're looking for those buy opportunities.